We are following breaking news from the NHL. Columbus Blue Jackets star Johnny Gaudreau is dead at 31 years old. Police in his home state of New Jersey say a car hit and killed Gaudreau and his brother as they were riding their bikes last night. ABC News' Morgan Norwood joins us now. Morgan, what more are you learning about what happened here?
Well, Diane, we're talking about a horrific incident that's sending shockwaves throughout the NHL and also the sports world, as you pointed out. Columbus Blue Jackets forward Johnny Gaudreau killed as he was biking with his brother Matthew last night in their hometown of Salem County, New Jersey. That is South Jersey. So what is so heartbreaking about this particular story is that the brothers were actually in town for their sister's wedding. Police say a driver that we now know has been identified as Sean Higgins plowed his Jeep into the two while he was trying to pass another SUV on a road and then took off from the scene. Not only that, authorities also believe this particular driver, Sean Higgins, was drunk and under the influence. I want to point to some additional reporting that our sister station, or that our station WPVI down in Philly has. According to the police affidavit, the trooper who interviewed Higgins on the scene, smelled a strong odor of alcohol, right? But also, apparently Higgins told that officer that he consumed 5 to 6 beers before getting behind the wheel and involved in that crash. Both brothers, as you pointed out, we know were killed. Higgins, though, is charged with 2 counts of death by auto. But as you can imagine, this is unfathomable. I mean, he was a celebrated forward. And this morning, we know his team is also releasing a statement. They are heartbroken, saying, quote, Johnny played the game with great joy, which was felt by everyone that saw him on the ice. He brought a genuine love for hockey with him everywhere. He played from Boston College to the Calgary Flames to Team USA to the Blue Jackets. He thrilled fans in a way that only Johnny Hockey could. So again, incredibly heartbreaking.
It is, and I'm sure a lot of questions for law enforcement to now answer about that. Morgan Norwood, thank you. And ESPN's national hockey writer Emily Kaplan joins us now with more on that. Emily, this was a man nicknamed Johnny Hockey. How big is this loss? Not just for his loved ones, of course, but also the league and his fans.
You know, Diane, everyone I've talked to in the hockey world this morning is shocked. They're grieving. They're devastated. Johnny was beloved for what he did on the ice. He was drafted at just 5'6" in the 4th round by the Calgary Flames. He's listed at 5'9", $160. Nothing was given to him, and he turned into one of the best left wingers in the entire league. But anyone who knows him knows that he was all about those close to him, specifically his family. He played 9 years with the Calgary Flames, and then he turned down a lot of offers that they had to re-sign him because he wanted to play in America so that his wife Meredith could find a job, but also that they could play close to both of their families. You know, he and Matthew, who unfortunately passed away with him, signed with Boston College as a package deal. And so when Johnny was this big free agent in 2022, all of these teams in America wanted him, and he signed with the Columbus Blue Jackets, and that shocked a lot of people. And I remember talking to Johnny in November of that season, and it didn't go the way that he or the team had hoped. They weren't playing well, and he told me, you know, everyone thought I was out there chasing the money, but that couldn't be further for the truth. I love it here. My wife loves it here. Our families love it here. And he told me I wouldn't trade that decision for the world.
And he was a folklore figure even before he got to the NHL. What was it about how he played that made people so excited?
Right. I think it was because he was so undersized. You know, hockey is a big, tough sport. And this is someone who was quite small and skinny and found ways to do things creatively. When he was at Boston College, he won the Hobey Baker Award as the best player in all of college hockey in the entire country. And then when he got to the Calgary Flames, some of his accolades were winning the Lady Byng, which is the most gentlemanly player. Usually that's given to the top player with, you know, the most accolades and the most points, but also has the least penalty minutes. So he was very beloved for just the way that he played. He was super creative. Again, one of the best left wingers in the league. He played for the United States in so many tournaments, and we're about to have NHL players re-enter the world stage. We have the Four Nations Cup coming this February. Hockey players are expected at the Olympics in Milan in 2026 from the NHL, and I know that Johnny would have figured into Team USA plans.
As a BC alum myself, it's hard to overstate how beloved he was and is there. So how do you think people will remember Gaudreau both on and off the ice?
I think as a family man, I think that decision to leave Calgary for family considerations, for his wife, Meredith, where they wanted to raise their 2 kids. They have 2 young ones, Noah and Johnny Jr. that is what I think we're all going to remember. He was so close to Matty, his brother. Again, they signed at Boston College as a package deal. His father and his mother often took road trips to go to their games. And all of the guys that he played with just said, like, he was such a good guy. He loved the game. He loved to play. He often had a smile on his face. He cared so deeply about his teammates. And I think that's the legacy that the Gaudreau family will celebrate him for. And I think fans will as well.